Welcome everyone to my channel BioWorld once again. So today with a very important and interesting topic, that is electron transport chain in the light reaction of the photosynthesis. Now this part of the topic or this topic includes in the light phase, that is in the light reaction. Now how the main objective of the light reaction in photosynthesis is to produce two of the most important energetic compound, that is ATP and NADPH2. Now these two molecules or these two compounds are used in the next phase, that is dark reaction or Kelvin cycle, to produce the ultimate product of the photosynthesis, that is glucose. Hence the main aim or the objective of this particular phase, that is light reaction, is to produce these two molecule or these two compound, energetic or energy compound. Now in the last video I talked about the points under the light phase or the light reaction. Among that there was one point called electron transport chain. Now how this electron passes from the two photosystem, that is photosystem 1 and photosystem 2, to synthesize two of the most energetic compound, that is ATP and NADPH2. So the electron passes through a series of chain, that is passes through different electron acceptor. Ultimately the main aim is to produce the compounds. Now in this electron transport chain, you can see on the board there are two photosystem or pigment system, that is PS1 and PS2. Last video I talked about what are they. Now PS1 and PS2, they are the pigment system or the photosystem that comprises of many molecules of chlorophyll, and they are surrounded along with many molecules of proteins and pigments, and the center there is a main molecule of chlorophyll. Now chlorophyll is the molecule, you can say, is the molecule that traps UV or photons from the sun and passes it to the different electron acceptor by releasing electron. Now PS1 has a maximum absorption peak of 700 nanometer, whereas PS2 has a maximum absorption peak of 680 nanometer. Now but in the functional point of view, first comes PS2 in electron transport chain and then PS1. Then why the names are PS2 and PS1? Because according to the discovery time. So first PS1 was discovered, that is why it was named PS1, and another one is PS2 that was secondly discovered, hence PS2. But according to the functional point of view, PS2 is placed first, then PS1. Now what happens that chlorophyll, they traps the light energy. So the reaction center starts from PS2, that is 680 nanometer, that is the absorption peak. So light energy passes to the photosystem 2, where surrounded by a lot of molecules of pigments that like carotenoids, like chlorophyll, like proteins and all. So what happened, all of the other molecule, they passes the energy to the ultimate chlorophyll. Chlorophyll get excited by the absorption of the light energy and releases electron out of the nucleus. You know that whenever there is excitation, the nucleus, that is the center of the atom, the nucleus is surrounded by many of the electron, and due to the energy absorption, that electron moves out from its orbit and jump into the outer state. So from the center, that is reaction center, the electron jump out, and that is called excitation of the chlorophyll to the excited state, where it is accepted by the primary electron acceptor. Here it will be pheophytin, and from there it passes to different electron carrier. So what are they? They are plastoquinone, cytochrome B6, cytochrome F, plastocyanin. Ultimately, the electron passes to PS1. In the process of passing of the electron via this electron carrier, there is synthesis of ATP, that is from ADP by addition of inorganic phosphate. So ATP is synthesized here by the transformation of the electron from the different carrier to PS1. Now from PS1, what will happen? That's the absorption peak of 700 nanometer here. Again, the light energy would fall on it and will release electron that will pass to the next electron. Primary acceptor here is ferredoxin. Ferredoxin will transfer the electron to ferredoxin NADP reductase that helps in transformation of NADP plus to NADPH2. That is the next energetic compound, or you can say reducing agent formed, which will be used in the Calvin cycle or dark phase in the next phase of photosynthesis. So in this way, electron, they passes from PS2 to PS1. Ultimately, the electrons, they are used in reducing NADP to NADPH2. Now this was the electron transport chain. Now what happened? Now here the electrons, they are been excited and passing out from the chlorophyll, but from where the electron that get deficit in the nucleus of this molecule, how they are getting that electron back. So the compensation of electron is taking place due to hydrolysis of the water, or you can say photolysis of the water, by breaking of the water molecule into hydrogen, that is proton released with the molecular oxygen and also the electron. So the reaction will go like this: 2H2O breaks into 4H plus 4E plus O2, that is molecular state of oxygen. So what happened? Photolysis of water means breakdown of the water molecule to ultimately release the electron that gets into the PS2 again. So the compensation of the electron is been back through the photolysis of water. But what happens to PS1? PS1 is not getting electron from any of the sources, but it is getting electron from PS2. So there are two phases of photophosphorylation, that is formation of ATP. One is cyclic photophosphorylation, one is non-cyclic photophosphorylation. Now here you can see in PS1 there is a cyclic photophosphorylation where electron is moving out from PS1 and again comes back to the reaction center. So in this way, cyclical movement of the electron takes place that helps in the synthesis of ATP, whereas in PS2 photolysis of water. So electrons, they are in non-cyclical state, that is when it moves, it does not comes back to the reaction center, but it passes down to the PS1. So is downfall or flow of the energy or the electron through this chain is also named as Z scheme. So this phase of this electron transport chain, or you can see the diagram, it is called Z scheme. So they are divided into two phases. One is cyclical photophosphorylation, another is non-cyclical phosphorylation. So, and where this full process of electron transport chain takes place, it takes place in the membrane of the thylakoid, that is in the granule thylakoid membrane and also in the stromal thylakoid membrane. Now in the stromal thylakoid membrane only PS1 they takes place, whereas in granule thylakoid membrane both the phases of cyclical and non-cyclical photophosphorylation takes place. What about this hydrogen ion or hydrogen there is known as a proton that is produced in the lumen of the thylakoid? They are used in synthesizing ATP by the process of chemiosmosis. As proton gradient rises in the thylakoid membrane, that helps in the synthesis of ATP by combination with the ATPase enzyme, that is called chemiosmosis. And also this hydrogen, they are pumped into the stroma of the chloroplast that passes into the PS1, where hydrogen gets accepted by the hydrogen acceptor, that is NADP, and forms the reducing agent called NADPH2. So in this way, electron transport chain accompanies with the PS1, PS2 and give rise to two most important energy molecule, that is ATP and NADPH2. These two molecules are thereby it used in the next cycle called Calvin cycle or the dark reaction, where glucose is produced. In the next video, I will be coming with the difference of PS1, PS2 and cyclical photophosphorylation and non-cyclic photophosphorylation. Thank you for watching the video. Please do like, share and subscribe my channel for more important videos. Thank you.